Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Let the happiness take you in.
Hey everybody, welcome to the morning coffee show, where it's Hillbilly and I today going to talk about what we want to see in the future of Magic the Gathering. And trust me, Wizard of the Coast should listen, because there's going to be some banger ideas, like some fun ideas. I'm assuming Pretense Hillbilly's got some arena ideas.
Oh yeah, sure do.
Yeah, I definitely got some physical paper ideas and whatnot going on in the forward. I'd love to see it, but we'll get there. How are you doing today, Hillbilly? How is it going?
I'm doing all right. I'm just mad that nobody likes us today.
No,
It's just me and you.
It's me and you. Do. No matter how you toss the dice. Do. I don't want to be copyright stricken. All right, I'm kidding. Anyways, welcome everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise Morning Coffee in the Show. What's up? How's it going? Let's say hello to people in chat, because we got some people like Lone Wolf. Hey, Lone Wolf. How's it going? How's it chilling? How's it flowing? How's it going? I want to know. Then we got Liquid Rocks. Hey, the robot tortoise is the most gangster thing I ever seen. Thank you. I've been on a roll with this AI generation for turtles, because it's season 2. Want to do something kind of flavorful that people will recognize as season 2. So thank you for your compliment. I like it. Oh. Then we got the mighty Cane Shaker.
Yeah. I knew I felt something coming into the chat. I figured it was the power of the cane shaker.
Right, the power of the cane shaker. He's the cane shaker, the weather maker. He's everybody. He is the bread baker. What's up? And today he should be receiving some mail in the mail delivery today from the USPS. So let's hope that goes well for him. Woo.
Yo.
Yeah. And we got Backwoods Collector. Backwoods. Planting those trees so you don't have to. Backwoods. He's the old man backwoods. I'm kidding. I'm just having fun. Lomo said, had my shot of coffee for the first time in 8 months. I'm ready for the show. Woo. You must be on a caffeine kick right there. Going, you know, what's up?
It ain't nothing wrong with no espresso. Espresso's good.
Yeah, I like espresso.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, I like my coffee as strong as espresso, to be honest with you. Coffee's so good. So good in the morning. Oh, man. Thinking of good things, good vibes. But hey. Today, we're going to talk about what we want to see in the future of Magic the Gathering, right? Future things in Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like some great ideas. Like, for example, some wishes, right? Here's a wish. Edge of Eternity is going to come out. Edge of Eternities is in the Eternities. The Eldrazi live in the Eternities. Like the form we're not used to seeing. the ghastly large form of Eldrazi's. I'm hoping to see some of these Eldrazi's. Maybe they're not called Eldrazi's in the Eternities. Maybe they're called something else. They're godlike creatures that are huge. I'm hoping to see some of these in the Eternities when we go to Edge Eternities. Yeah.
Yep. And did you know we only got like 40, I think 46, 49 days like that until we get the next sets?
Well, I hope you got a month to relax because you got Final Fantasy out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a banger card yesterday from Final Fantasy. It was like some minstrel card. It costs a blue and green and it has a 5-color activation. So it's like a commander, 5-color commander who has landfall.
Oh, yeah. Landfall is pretty dang good in Final Fantasy. I'm telling you that.
It was pretty cool.
Yep, I want to see some more landfall. I love landfall.
Oh, landfall is great. One of my top 10 favorite mechanics in Magic the Gathering is landfall. What I should do one day is make a video of it. Is like my top 10 favorite mechanics in Magic the Gathering. Like flashbacks, one of them. One of those mechanics. Love it. And if anybody wants to do a collaboration, hit me up.
Okay.
Yeah, because we could do top 10 of our favorite things, right? And see how they list up because there could be something different, but they're great, they're good. Everything's kicker, and what's kicking is Hillbilly. Look at that. I copied Hillbilly yesterday. I dyed my beard. Here we go again. A phone call last night becomes today's show. Well, I got inspired today because Cane Shaker and I, the mail he's expecting is from a trade, right? And it's a cool little thing. But what he got was a dual deck thing. What I got was some
spicy cards.
Spicy cards from the Vault series, which they used to do, was kind of like Secret Lair, but in the stores. You can buy them in the stores, like local game stores and whatnot. And I'm like, what if we had that again? What if we had from the Vault again? Like a physical item that's displayable. Like for example, let me move my rock steady.
I mean, what's stopping them from doing that? I mean, they could easily do it.
Yeah. What if we got something like this again on the shelves? There's no cards in it because I got them separated.
Right. But that would that'd still be sweet if they did do that again.
Right. Like if they did that again or something similar, like the Commander's Arsenal, Yep.
I mean, I would love to see, something like that in Magic again. I mean, they're working towards standard on paper. They want the standard on paper to get better.
All right.
Well, if you're wanting standard to get better, hey, bring on the good stuff.
I mean, what if we got products like these? Like these are displayable and fun. This is a spell book, which had some cool art cards. Instead of just getting Secret Lairs, getting store product like this again. Can you imagine going to Walmart and seeing this on the shelf? It would look pretty.
That'd be sweet. I mean,
game store.
What I want Wizards to do, I want them to get back to what they used to do. I would like to see blocks. I would like to see in the vault stuff, stuff like that. Bring back, go backwards, travel back in time. I mean, you don't have to travel back in time or anything like that, but bring some of the stuff that you've done in the past to Magic again. Because people like that stuff.
Right. It'd be cool. I don't mean to sound mean towards you, because I don't think you'd go for it. Maybe you would. But but you don't play meta decks. Right? Well, you don't like to play meta decks. Let's say that.
Right.
Right. But if Arena had a physical trophy for defeating a tournament that they would send you, they could display on your shelf. Right? That would be cool. Like you're at home, you beat a tournament. You know how they do those festival in the box things. Like if you pay to win, and you not pay to win, you pay to play. And if you win like a good tournament, they send you the festival in a box, right?
Yep.
Imagine if they did like a paid tournament like that, and the winner got like a customized trophy for Arena. That would be awesome, right? Cool idea. Like a physical thing. Like if I played Arena and I did that and somehow won, you know, and I could display my Arena trophy in the background or in your background, for example, that'd be nuts.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd take a picture of that and put it on my green screen.
Right?
Because you know you can take pictures, you can put them on the green screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I got the coffee beans back here.
Uh-huh.
And, but anyway, you can. I mean, there's so much you could do with that, and it's something to be proud of.
Right. You know, like some physical product. You know, one thing that'd be awesome if they did again, and I'd love to see in the future. And maybe they're doing it. Maybe they are. I don't know. But like have Pro Tour cards again, where people who win the Pro Tour, like World Championships, get to design a card. That would be cool.
Yep.
To have that again. I would love to design a card. Maybe they could do a creator's design a card. Like, oh, you're a creator. Here's a chance to design a card. And I'm like, I get to design a turtle card? I want to design a turtle card. Come on, Wizards of the Coast.
Really?
I want to make a banger turtle card for a commander.
I'd want to make, you know, some kind of hillbilly card, like, you know, food token, but my food token be called, you know, something like moonshine token.
Right.
Which do the same thing as food tokens, or just make a token for a creature, like some kind of like a junk token.
Right.
Or you know, enables draw.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Or make it a hybrid where you could gain 3 life and draw a card. Make it a little, you know, make it a little different, a little newer.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the flavor of it, I'd have the token rummage, where you sacrifice it, gain a couple life, then you discard a card, then draw a card.
Yeah, that'd work too.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. It'd be definitely be like reddish. It could be red green. You know.
Yep. Exactly.
Go wild, everybody! Go wild.
Yep.
But yeah. What are some things that you think could be enhanced in Magic the Gathering? Something you'd love to see in the future?
What I would love to see in the future is for them to, because this last couple set releases they've done, red steel is top meta. I would like to see them go back like they used to do, and even the playing field out some. Where red ain't so strong, because I know this affects paper as much as it does Arena, but I wish they would equal the power up a little bit, because they used to make one set, you know, one color strong, the other color is weak, and then next set they would bring the other colors up to that other color that was so strong, and just keep the playing field even like that.
Right.
But
right.
this time they just ain't done it, and it's just been red. I mean,
right. I think they're trying to work on it, but usually sets build up, and like the strongest deck gets stronger for a while until something nerfs it. And with a 3-year rotation, it's really hard to he's defunct out of that, especially when there's sets ahead.
Yeah.
Game Checker says Hillbilly's card would be called "The Buffet is Closed." Hillbilly was here. All right, TCG dude. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You're awake. What's up?
Yeah,
thank you for that card in the mail. It was banger.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my post, but he sent this postcard to me. I'll show you the back, but there's addresses in the back right now. But yeah.
I don't want to see the back. That's a nice card.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Pretty chill. One thing I'd love to see in the future more of, and I did look on Walmart, and they're selling some stuff on Walmart, but I want to see more in stores. Is more attire, more shirts, more shorts, more hats for Magic the Gathering in Walmart, in Target, and stuff like that. Like you said, you saw some at your local Walmart, but I haven't seen any at my local Walmart at all.
Yeah.
So I want that to get bigger, you know?
Yeah, I haven't looked recently, but I have seen those at my Walmart.
Right? Because, like, one thing I'd love to get is a Magic the Gathering hat that's, cloth like this. Cloth like this, have Magic the Gathering or the Planeswalker symbol or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
Mm-hmm. I can't check it. That is a cool piece of Magic swag. Hell yeah. It is. But yeah, I'd love to see more things out there, more retail. Magic the Gathering retail that ain't just cards, I've been playing this game for 20 years. Let me be able to go to Walmart and grab something to show that I've been playing for years,
Right.
Like the two shirts I own for Magic. Well, I own an official Magic the Gathering shirt. It's too small for me, but it's given to me as a gift. It has "Is It" symbol on front. But like the other shirts I have were custom made. Like I didn't custom make them. Someone on the internet custom made them and we bought them. And it says something silly like I tapped that so hard I wouldn't tap on its tap step or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool, but it's not official Magic product. I want to see official Magic product in the retail stores. More than just booster packs, more than just cards. Because, it's been 20 years. They can do this. There's ways to make money. Fashionista style,
It is, but the way I'm seeing it, from just sitting back watching, I believe where the money is on that is actually just the cards. I think people rather have the cards than the swag. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people out there that does like the swag as much as they like the cards. Such as yourself.
I beg to differ. People love the cards, no doubt. People love swag just as much. But not everybody knows where to go to, where to look. Because Magic the Gathering does sell swag.
Yep.
They sell swag in like a certain shop. But I want to see, and I think people would love it if they saw Magic the Gathering. I mean, Magic the Gathering's been out for so long, and it has more of a presence, or has less of a presence of Pokemon. Pokemon hits different age brackets, from young kids to older people. I mean, like, look at me. I own a Pokemon hat I found at Walmart, right? It says Pikachu up top, and I'd love to see Magic the Gathering like that. This PlayStation hat was a gift from Kuji Dude. It was not found in a store. It was found online. I'd love to see stuff like this on the store shelves, It'd be awesome.
I mean, you just never know what you're going to find at a store that's Magic related.
Right.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see more stuff for Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Out there.
Imagine a crossover, right? A crossover, Magic and Walmart or Magic and Target, your favorite store. They're doing specific swag for different stores. Like, what if they had swag at Walmart? They had a specific Planeswalker shirt there, but at Target, they had a specific Planeswalker shirt for there, or maybe a specific kind of Magic card. Oh, it'd be nuts.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite shirts I don't have anymore, and nowadays it'd be too small for me because I'm a big dude, was a Magic the Gathering shirt with elf on it, Imperial something, the one that gives elves +1/+1 and creates its own token. It's pretty cool. I'd love to see swag like that in the stores. It'd be nuts.
Okay, imagine this. All right, you're sitting at home watching TV. You see this commercial. It's a commercial for McDonald's or Burger King.
Yeah.
No, Burger King's. I know you like Burger King. And they advertise Burger King Happy Meals.
Ooh.
And the Happy Meals, on a Happy Meal you get a toy. But the toy is a Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah, that I'd love to see. We talked about that the other day. I'd love to see that. I see that happening more at McDonald's with their adult Happy Meal things that they got because Magic is 13 plus.
Yep.
So I'd love to see that, like specific card treatments. Like say you get a Jace Planeswalker that exists, but it has a specific Ronald McDonald like look on it, sold directly at McDonald's, or maybe they do a Burger King thing where if you buy a value meal, like a regular value meal, like a certain value meal type thing, you get a certain magic card with it. That'd be so cool. Like get a really cool Liliana wearing the king's crown and the king's in the picture as a zombie. That'd be so nuts. So nuts.
Yeah. Right now, How to Train Your Dragon, that's a new movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
Burger King is promoting that through their Happy Meals.
Nice. We got Elijah Castle in the chat. Elijah, what's up? Welcome, Elijah.
What's up, Elijah?
Elijah Castle. Castle.
That's something else I would like to see Wizards do.
What's that?
Make a movie. I would love to see a movie of all the Planeswalkers going out, doing their magic, doing their battles. With the the good guys against the bad guys, and that would be, I'd jump into watching that movie in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. A bunch of others, people that play Magic, likes Magic.
Right. Well, look,
they'd probably jump in on that movie too. I'm not talking about Wizards. Probably could go, like they was when the COVID hit. Because when COVID hits, people jumped into Magic because they needed something to do. So they jumped to Magic. Well, if they make a movie, that may put people, because they're going to see that movie, and they're going to go boom, right straight to the theaters to see the movie.
Well, so 2 things. First of all, Wizards of the Coast is working on a series for Netflix, I believe. They spoiled that. That's going to be cartoonish, a kind of cartoonish, like I can't think of the name right now. There's a cartoon that involves over another game, and it's doing really good. And they're on season 2. They're going to do season 3 soon. But the Magic the Gathering series is supposed to be good, involving Planeswalkers. 2, there should be a movie with, like, Hollywood knows that 2 to 3 hour movies will sell.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you need a big set. Because you know what I'd love to see? Well, you know what I'd love to see? Come on. I'll tell you what I'd love to see. I'd love to see an epic story of the Phyrexian War in the style of Lord of the Rings, 3-part movie, 3-hour-long movies. Boom,
yes.
Boom, boom. Planeswalkers, story arcs. What's going on here? What's going on there? This sounds like it'd be epic. Can you imagine having 9 hours of movie and 3 movies of a whole war with special graphics, enemies, sludge, poison counters? My Lord, that sounds awesome. You can have Planeswalkers come from Ravnica. You can have Planeswalkers come from Innistrad. You can have Planeswalkers come from Ixalan or Zendikar. You can have all these Planeswalkers with these backstories that they'll fulfill as backstories in the movie, talking about how they got there. They got 3 hours of movie to do it. They can do it. They can make centralized characters. They can break groups apart like they did in Lord of the Rings and follow different stories.
Mm-hmm.
It would be awesome. But hey, Wizards of the Coast, that was free.
Yeah.
Any other advice? You can pay me money.
Yeah. How many Lord of the Rings movies are there? How many Harry Potters are there? How long? Look at Titanic. Look how long that movie was.
Mm-hmm.
They can do it.
Oh, yeah. Look at Dune. Dune's a long movie. Dark Knight. Yeah. That's a long movie. Elijah Castle says an MTG MMORPG would be awesome. Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. Like, what if they did a Magic the Gathering version of Diablo? That'd be nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Haynes said, did anyone mention that McDonald's already done at least 2 releases of Pokemon card Happy Meals? Yes, but we're talking about adult Happy Meals, right, Kevin?
Right.
Nice to see you, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. But like adult Happy Meals, because 13 plus is on the cards, whatever, who knows. But I also have like specific McDonald's based Magic cards or like Ronald McDonald's on the picture. That'd be nuts. Mrs. Hillbilly, good morning. Oh, a canon story comic, that'd be nice. A canon story comic would be nice, like a physical release. Like make those novel books like they do, like comic novels with the whole story. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Kane Checker says there was a comic series for a very short time in the late 90s. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. And all the movie TV show ideas have been shelved for the last news I heard and saw. Oh no. I hope not.
They probably have, but I mean, it's probably Hasbro. Because, Hasbro is give me. Well, if you want to say give me, let them make a movie.
Let's get some merch out there. Come on, Hasbro. Hasbro. Yeah, come on, Hasbro. Come on, Watsy. Let's get some merch on the shelves that's not just cardboard. Let's get hats, get posters. Let's get things that are not specifically like Ultra Pro. Come on. Seriously, I don't like Ultra Pro sleeves. They break. They don't do good. They're higher quality than they used to be, but they're still not as good as Dragon Shield. Right. But like they're good. They're fun. They're good draft sleeves. But come on, give us some real merch. And in the stores, in the Walmarts, in the Targets, in the Fred Meyers, in whatever grocery retail stores out there. McDonald's did a toy in a Pokemon years ago where the problem with the Pokeball toys. I know Burger King did a Pokeball toy where they had the gold cards in it. I don't know exactly which toy you're talking about for sure, but I know about that. So I mean, Cyberpunk made a game, then an animated series. Now making a card game. Hey,
cool.
They're working on it because one of the things that are important to a game system, like. One thing unique about Magic the Gathering, it has not needed external media outlets to get big. It grew big on its own. But now we're in a world where we want this stuff. Give us what we want. Give us the merch. Give us the movies. Give us the TV shows. Give us the bling. The bling for $1,
Exactly.
Look, we know Wizards cares about high quality stuff. They work hard on these secret layers. And I might not like the design of all the secret layers, but they work hard on it. They pay people to work hard on it. They put a lot of thought process on what cards are going in a set and so on and so forth. They need to get huge. They can get more huge as a company if they branded themselves more in the store area, like at Walmart, Target, and all that stuff. They can brand themselves even more. Get those posters out on the shelves. Do those things, People would love it. Official Magic product at Walmart, at Target, at all these other stores, get into the public consciousness even deeper. And that's one of the things I think Wizards of the Coast needs to do if they want to grow bigger than they already are. Right now, I feel like they're growing huge, like with Final Fantasy and all these cards are growing huge in the card game outlet. But now I think it's starting to be a good time to brand themselves out differently with different products that people love. I mean, like I said, I've been playing this game for over 20 years. There's people who play this game for 30 years. Give us something to show for this. Like, bring something like from the vault back, bring some cool products back, make displayable pieces. I know there's companies that do high grade things like make statuettes and statues, busts. They make cool things for like expensive amount of money, but like throw this kind of idea in the local stores, the local game store, or like cool swag at the local game store, cool swag everywhere else. That's what we want.
Exactly.
I mean, it sounds awesome.
Yep. I mean, they could make so much more money if they would, branch out like you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And if they made a TV show, I'd start watching TV again.
Yeah, right. Watch TV show, go on Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, whatever. Do it.
Yep.
I know they're branding really hard with Netflix, but Netflix would be a good place to start for having a TV series because a lot of people get eyeballs on it. And that would be a push to get swag in the stores. But I think they need to start putting swag everywhere they can. There's no reason I can't buy an official Liliana statue, right? No reason.
Right.
Look, price is always going to be a thing. Like these two figures right here, this Bebop and Rocksteady figurine, like they were like $67. You know, luckily we had the money to do it. That was cool, something cool I wanted. There's no reason why Hasbro and WotC can't do that stuff in the stores. You know, I know they tried selling figurines of Magic the Gathering characters, which were kind of cool and stuff. Yep. You know, they didn't do so hot because they didn't do it again. But like shirts, busts, statuettes, they've been in the special aisles, like where they have the special toys, like the adult collecting toys. You know, for older people, that's pretty cool.
Yep. But what they need to do is, if they're going to make little toys, they do need to pay more, fork out a little bit more money and invest it into advertisements. That way it can get advertised, and then us players can see the advertisement, and boom, we're on it.
Oh, yeah. I think Wizards of the Coast needs to push their advertising differently. Like put Magic the Gathering on your Roku TVs, right? Pay for Roku, because like I have a Roku and their advertisements there. Pays for advertising space on Roku TV. Pay advertising to get into non-internet based apps like YouTube, social media. Like put some on regular TV, right? Like Final Fantasy already sold out, you know, and I know they paid a lot of advertisement for social media, and it paid.
Oh yeah,
paid off.
I don't have that YouTube Premium, and when I go to watch somebody stream, what is thrown up on my face? The advertisement for Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards all the time.
Mm-hmm. And look. I know you want to follow where the people are, but there are people everywhere else, you know, everywhere else. Now I know Magic the Gathering is not going to throw advertisements into the older demographic of, like, you know, elderly people, because elderly people won't care. So you're not going to put it on certain channels, or like have shows like Magnum PI or Murder She Wrote and other shows of that era. I know they're not going to do that. You know, that's where you find your insurance commercials and stuff. You know, but yeah, they could do that. Maybe add Arena to Netflix. What if someone did a series about Arena, talking about the pro players Arena, how they got there, what their tasks are, and how they won tournaments? What if they did that, like Walking the Plains again? Walking the Plains was a popular show for a moment. Maybe they could do it again.
Yep. I mean, they got so much. I mean, there's so much that they can do, but there's also so much that they can do, which is even more. And the more they do, the bigger the game will get, and the more people will enjoy it. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people, they got a big old crowd of people that enjoy it. That started like 20, 30 years ago, that's still playing. But that group can grow, to where it just, explodes. To where nobody is not playing Magic.
All right. Michael Superbacker, hello. In the chat, there's a link to a Monopoly MTG game right there.
Cool.
It's a Monopoly game wrapped in Magic the Gathering. Board Game Geek official. I don't know if that's what you meant, but there you go. Put commercials on ESPN again. I would see all those commercials all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Michael Superbacker. Good morning. Yeah.
But I would love to see some old mechanics come back. I would like to see some. I know they said Eminence was a bad mechanic, and they shouldn't have made Eminence. I like Eminence, so yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that on some more cards. And sometimes they will make a bad mechanic that turns out to be a good mechanic.
Oh yeah. Right. Michael Superbacker's like, no way. He's like, way. All right. I'm going to throw in a hot take for today. A hot take. The ban list. Not the ban list. The reserve list. Fudge around the reserve list. There's a bunch of cards down that reserve list that just don't need to be on there.
Exactly.
Keep a profile of cards that should not reprint. You know, the Black Lotus should not be reprinted. The Moxen should not be reprinted, right? In general, right? But like, there's a lot of cards on there. They could just fudge around and take it off. I'd love to see a revision of the reserve list come off so we can get some like cards reprinted, like, I don't know, Wheel of Fortune, Replenish. You know, I'd love to see reprints of those cards and not some high mana costed reprints of these cards type things. That's right. Game of Bob. Oop, you clicked on him. Howdy, Game of Bob. How are you doing? Welcome. Of course, we talked about the reserve list, and he shows up.
Yup.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a bunch of cards out there that needs a reprint. Some of them are on the reserve list. I will admit to that. And some of them on the reserve list don't need to be reprinted.
Well, to tell you the truth, in my opinion here, right? There's even some newer cards that have been out since the reserve list that can be put on a reserve list, right?
Yep.
And yeah, like there's cards that can be put on the reserve list that don't need reprinted. You know, they broke it. You know, oh crap! Now we are in trouble. These are the bad word reserve list, right? There's cards that can be put on the reserve list that have been in the future that probably don't need to be remade ever again. Right. There are some cards that can be taken off the reserve list, like I said, but they can be redefined, and they could be like, here's how this will work. I mean, look at the bracket system, completely separate, different identity of things here. But the bracket system, they're fudging around the ban list. You know, they're saying, hey, we're going to unban some cards here and put them in a bracket system, right? And they're trying it out. And within a year, we're going to see a different change in like a year's worth of length of time since it happened. You know, we're going to probably see more cards unbanned. Well, why can't they do that with the reserve list? Keep certain things on the reserve list, add a couple things, remove some things. You know? I mean, but look, I understand the value of things are there. Like Replenish is like $98+ last time I checked, and it's still worth a lot of money. You know, and I don't think certain cards like Replenish will see a major drop in value if they reprinted it in a new frame, new border, new artwork. Yeah. Bob says, I don't have a lot of reserve list cards, but I am only in favor of cards being reprinted from the reserve list if they make sense, desirable versions like ugly art, white border, or pink plaid. Yeah, I agree 100%. Game Bob, new borders, new artwork, all the jazz. Yep, I agree 100%. Oh no, Hillbilly went dark. Cane checker, pink plaid would be awesome, but when you go plaid, you're going faster than the speed of light. I agree. They need to be available to a larger audience, but they should not be completely F the collectors. Right. Yep. I agree there, because I think it'd be awesome if they reprinted some cards. I'd love to get like a $50 version of Replenish, right? A $50 Replenish, you know, for a deck. Or Wheel of Fortune. That's not, you know, expensive. But like, I don't think if they reprinted it a certain way, that it would have knocked down the price of the original card very far. And usually if they do knock the price down, the original versions go up anyways. I've been looking at Card Kingdom of cards I wanted, and I've seen them that were cheap a long time ago, and now they've gone up. I'm like, oh, I missed a window on these cards.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would love to see them fudge around with the reserve list like that. You know, 100%. Love to see it. And if they ever to mess with the reserve list for like the Black Lotus, right? If they ever did that, those should be like serialized cards only, like get serialized Black Lotus, you know.
I agree.
K-Chicks is always. I have always said that the reserve list should be reprinted as a box set for $199.99. That's right.
Right. I would love to get some cards that's on the reserved list, but I ain't got that kind. I ain't got that kind of money.
Well, right, but like I said, there's tons of cards on the reserve list that are so janky, and even compared to today's standard to yesterday's standard, like a 1-mana 2/2 rare, right?
Wow.
And that's all it is. 1-mana 2/2 rare. Huh. Nothing else. In today's world, it's still an all right card, but it would be uncommon or common nowadays, you know. Mm-hmm. But it's a red card that I'm talking about, so it'd probably be uncommon, but it's not rare worthy. They have more power in the rare slots nowadays, you know. I think Wizards of the Coast should make like a vault collection of cards, not like a printed cards, but on the reserve list, like a vault. You know, like how Disney would put movies in the vault, and they like, we won't touch these for years. I think they should do a vault thing, like a vault series, saying these are like the envious cards, and these will never be reprinted like this, and like in a real card format. Boom, put them there. You know, make them desirable by making them good cards. Like the Moxes are good cards, Time Walk's a good card, the Power 9 are all good cards. Put them away. You know. Don't hold the rest hostage that are janky, because like not even a lot of the cards that are on the list hold a lot of value. I mean, look at Hymn of Rebirth. That card is like 65 cents.
Wow.
You know? But isn't this why Arena is so nice? You can still play most cards in Timeless or Historic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
K-Chick says, I doubt that any Power 9 will be reprinted. Right. Well, I'm saying, like, can you imagine if Wizard of the Coast, as a campaign, took the reserve list cards and made the reserve list cards special, like made a thing saying top cards they'll never be reprinted again, made like a cool graphic and everything, did a whole video on it, and said these are in the vault, locked forever, throw away the key, you know. And added a couple cards from back in the day that are just busted, and that could be, you know, potentially broken and more broken as it gets better. Yep. You know, and did this and just set them aside and like put a fresh little guarantee on that, and be like, these cards will be here, and as cards are broken, because sometimes they make mistakes, and you know, like we'll add cards as we go to this list. Hey. That'd be interesting, but don't take my word for it. You know, I'm just throwing my idea.
They made a mistake with Final Fantasy. They got the 0-3 isn't card, and every time you cast I believe an instant or sorcery, it gets a +1/+1 and pings your opponents.
Right.
And you can get, and also it creates mana. So you can keep on. So you can win, like you can have like a turn 3, turn 4 win with the card. It's so bad it's VV.
Oh yeah. K-Checker, most of the reserve list is kind of crap. It's more of an era thing than anything else. That's very true.
Yeah.
That card is OP. Laugh out crazy. It's in standard to me. That's right.
Yep.
That is nuts, everybody. But what do you guys think on that one? Because that is my hot take about the reserve list. Like, redo it. You know, put the special cards in the vault of not reprinting. You know, showcase it. Yep. You know, because like even if they took some cards off the reserve list, doesn't mean they have to print them.
Right. And if they did reprint them, they're not. I don't think they can reprint them, but they can always make another card just like it. Just slap a different name, different artwork, and boom, you got the card.
Right. That they can do that, but that's part of the reserve list. Is they promise they won't do that. Like they got a Wheel of Fortune that costs 3 mana, and everybody discards their hand, draw 7 cards. They're never going to make a card that costs the exact same amount that is the exact same thing.
Right.
Yeah. It's a great idea, ST, but you can't trust the company not to make more money on something people love.
Right. You're absolutely right on that, Elijah.
Logic. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, like no, that's a great idea. That's a good thought. But yes.
Yep.
I don't think Wizard of the Coast will touch the reprint list. They've done it once before. In one of the From the Vault series, they reprinted a Mox from the reserve list, and oh my lord, they got a whole ton of crap because they thought they had a loophole. From the Vault was a special series; it wasn't mass reprinted.
Mm-hmm.
People flipped their lids.
Wow. And let me guess who those people were. Collectors.
Collectors, players, you know.
It's probably mostly collectors, I would say.
There are a lot of older cards that are not reserve list that are expensive simply because they have never been reprinted. That's right.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. And some of those cards deserve the price because, for example, the Apocalypse. Oh, my God.
I can't wait till she rotates.
Yeah, he is so good.
Yeah, when she rotates, her price will drop some. So if I can, I'm going to snag one or two up.
You ain't the only one.
What?
You ain't the only one.
Right. You know, there's some hot cards out there. She's not busted, but in standard, she's really good. And I want to get one for my son's Nekasar deck. So good. So good.
Yep.
Oh, what's this? My brain is thinking out loud. If everybody out there, if you're enjoying the show, enjoying the topic, and want to see more episodes like this in the future, you know, Monday through Friday, we go live every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hit that subscribe button. Hit like this video. Let us know if you're loving it. It's a really good topic, and I'd like to open up the things. Join our Discord. Links in the description below. And I know it's the most updated link there because I updated last week. So if you become part of Discord, and you can participate, be on the show probably. Hold on.
Yep. And you're right, Kane. There is better much older cards out there than she holds. But are still good. I mean, they're great cards. I would love to see some of those cards come back, and I would also, and I'm still saying, I would love to see some of the old mechanics come back into the game.
Oh yeah, so good. Like, there are a lot of good cards out there. I love old cards. Look, someone was asking me a couple of weeks ago about because they're like, you know, I have stuff and I have cards, but I don't know what you like in terms of cards. And I'm like, well, what I like is I like cards from Ravnica. I love cards from the Future Sight block. I love older cards, old border cards with sick abilities. I like reanimation. I like removal. I like board wipes. You know, I'm a simple dude. I really like 2000s era's cards. I like stuff from Lorwyn, you know, but the one thing I shy away from is when it comes to collecting cards. Unless I plan on building a deck with, I stay away from tribal themes unless I have a tribal deck. Right. You know, I have dragons, zombies. I have, you know, certain things I love. Oh yeah, because there's some good cards out there. There's some foily dragons out there I'd love.
Yeah.
Foily zombies. Whoop, whoop. There you go.
I love tribal decks. I really do, but it's like I got dinosaurs, I got vampires. I do like those tribal decks.
I don't even know how to not say that, but hello, and I know the audio is good. Thank you. But yeah,
he's been turning his audio off because he's been coughing.
Oh, sneezing.
Or sneezing. I know it was something like that. Coughing, sneezing, something.
All right, but yeah. Check it out. Check it out. But yeah, there's some other good stuff, other good things that we can talk about.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm gonna pull this out because Kane Shaker brought it up yesterday when he was on the phone. But do more collaborations like this.
Well, yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah.
Seeing those. Yeah, I actually IHOP actually got business from me for doing that.
Yeah. And you didn't think to grab a flyer?
They didn't have any extras.
Oh my lord, that sucks. I got lucky then.
Yep.
Funny thing is, I didn't order any of the pancakes on the list when I had them. When they had them,
I did. I did.
But yeah, that's funny. But yeah, like have more collaborations with the restaurants and stuff like that. It'd be cool. Get some swag from like Burger King. Well, my lord. When the new set comes out, we hope we'll have a Eldrazi in it. I might make a tribal commander deck. Hell yeah!
Ooh, nice. Nice.
That is nice. That is awesome. But anyways, my friends, thinking of tribal times, we got to get to this.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Woo, everybody! Welcome to the part of the show that you all just wish would never end, but we got to get to the end. So we're in the shill section, the thrill section. Everybody, hey, we're thrilling. So, anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. Like I said, likes, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. But Hillbilly, why don't you take time to talk about your channel and chill out a little bit?
Alrighty, and can't check you're right. I did order all the pancakes. Anyway, this afternoon, I plan on doing another arena stream. I'm gonna try to brew up another Final Fantasy deck to play for this afternoon. That's going to be at 2:00 Central Standard Time, as always. And if you ain't part of my channel, I do 2 streams a day, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then I come on here, and then after here at 2:00, I do my other stream, which goes from 2 to whenever. My morning stream's always about an hour. But anyway, that's what all got planned for today. Is just playing some more arena.
All right. Super Fast Tortoise tonight is a Commander night for Thursday. Last night we played Commander because I was still struggling from the day before when I had a big project, so I don't want to put too much thought in it. Last night's game was kind of rough for me and Hillbilly.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was for sure. But tonight we're planning on playing Bracket 2. Anexithia Hannah Erebos is the deck I'm going to be playing. We're going to play some Commander tonight. Have a good time. And if you're interested in wanting to play, hit Discord up, and hey, you could possibly play in the game if you got the right setup for a spell table. So check it out. And tomorrow's going to be another Commander night today too, but I'm hoping to get some mail in the mail today so I can do another live episode later tonight. If it comes in, I'll go live later. But with that, I want to thank everybody for being here. Hillbilly, thank you for being here. And everybody in chat, you are awesome. This is, I still believe the sweet spot for time of the show should be an hour and 20 minutes. I wish. Yep. But anyways, remember that everybody that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you, and if you can, do something or say something positive to someone. Someone that's a friend. Just be positive. You might be the change you need. And with that, I want to thank everybody, all my channel members for being members of the channel, support me financially, helping me get there, and building up the show. Everybody who's a subscriber, you're building the show, going crazy, making me grow. Is awesome. With that, my friends, let's get to a sweet, sweet outro. Whoop-boom.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning.